Welcome to the show. VH bomb in the lab, cook and feel on screen. Zesty vibes loud, turn cringe to a meme. All your filters off, it's a wild reveal. One edit from me and the fiction gets real. Play that tape.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 7th of May, 2025. Today was the Viewer's Choice Marathon event, and a lot happened, to be honest. Some good, some bad. I'd like to talk about it in this video and let you know the honest reactions to everything that happened today. For some things, I'm actually pleasantly surprised and happy that things came out of this event. And for other things, I'm pretty disappointed. So let's talk, okay? So first of all, today, we started with a Level 1 podcast that had a cool Vice City theme. If you can't tell, today I had lighting, I had even what I was wearing today, all themed towards Grand Theft Auto Vice City because of the GTA 6, announcement and big blowout expose yesterday by Rockstar. I said, hey, let's do some cool stuff with that on the podcast today, visually. But today's podcast had two primary functions. Number one, to determine what games you were going to be playing during today's Viewer Choice Marathon based on your voting. And number two, to determine what we're going to be doing for the next DSP Tries It, because it's been a while now since we did one, and we have many different options and things that we can do, right? So, today, we thought about it, we talked about it. As for the games, all right, number one, I found out that there have been a lot of troll shenanigans, that basically the number one game in the polling, which was Lost Records Tape 2 or whatever, actually had the least votes of any game. What happened was the trolls had rallied themselves on their dumbass Discord servers to go make fake accounts, dummy accounts, and dummy vote it. So literally the game had hundreds of fake votes. So I said, screw that. We're going to eliminate that from the running. Let's do things that people legitimately voted for, okay? So, the games that ultimately made it into today's marathon were Counter-Strike 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the American Truck Simulator, and Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. Now, the other game that was there was also Class of '09, but as I was basically talking about it on the podcast, people were like, you don't know what that game is, do you? And I was like, no, I'm not going to spoil myself on any game or whatever. And they're like, so basically, the game is a really, really bad visual novel. Like, it's meant to be insulting, cringe, and the only reason that you'd only really like it is if, like, you were really treating it as a joke, i.e., during this marathon, if you get, like, a lot of support and you're getting buzzed because you're drinking a lot, then jump in and play it. But outside of that, it's not worth your time. No one's going to like the playthrough. Bam. It really, again, was a second troll nomination. You really shouldn't pay attention to it. So I said, okay, thanks for the feedback. I'll keep that in mind. Let's see how the marathon goes. I said, let's start with, other games. We put other games into the poll, and people voted for Counter-Strike 2 to be the first game, okay? Now, in addition to that, we talked about what we will do for the next DSP Tries It, and after weighing and balancing various different options, we determined that Wingstop would be the next one that makes sense to me because I've never done Wingstop before. And for me to try various, sauces and things would make more sense than me, say, doing a place that I've done before that only has like one new item or something like that, okay? So, Wingstop will be the next DSP Tries It at 60 goals hit, okay? So, we jumped into the marathon and we started with Counter-Strike 2 as voted. I played it for about an hour, okay? And to be honest, Counter-Strike 2 literally plays the same as Counter-Strike 1. To me, it feels like almost the same game. I used to play Counter-Strike 1 in the late 90s, early 2000s. Dust. Yes, that map that everyone played on. It feels the same. It doesn't even feel like they've changed it besides graphically. Maybe they did. Maybe they tweaked the hitboxes or whatever. But man, it feels identical. Like you die right away after getting shot. You have to get headshots to kill someone, accurately and quickly. Well, you basically have no chance to survive if you've gotten shot once. You can't really have another firefight. You can't get health back. There's no healing here. one death, that's it for the round. Everything that I remember. And it's a very strategically interesting game. Me jumping into it after having not played a game like this in ages obviously means I'm going to die a ton, although I did get some kills. And I didn't complain at all. I had fun with it. I was like, okay, I get it. I know what this game is. So going into it, knowing what to expect, I had a good time with it. I really did. And the viewing audience was like, this looks like a game that's maybe fun to play but not to watch. And I was like, well, yeah, it's not Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a game. There's tons going on. There's explosions. There's people going gung-ho, kill streaks, crazy stuff. That's not Counter-Strike at all, right? Like, that's not the game. So overall, I had a good time with it. The viewing audience seemed to be like, we're not so sure, okay? The second game we played was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Ladies and gentlemen, the footage it will be live. Okay, I'm going to upload it tonight. You judge for yourself, but I gave this game an honest shot, an honest try. 2 hours I played this game. We barely got out of the intro. There is nothing going on. It's like boring cutscene, boring cutscene, boring cutscene, meaningless dialogue choice that doesn't affect anything. Boring cutscene, boring cutscene. I'm like, oh my God. Does the game ever start? Like, no lie, in the first 2 hours, here's the gameplay elements. A tutorial fight that doesn't matter because you'll never fight again in the first 2 hours. A gambling game that doesn't matter because you never gamble again in the first 2 hours. And then a sneaking segment. And then another sneaking segment. That's it. I'm not kidding you. That's 2 hours of the intro of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That was genuinely one of the worst openings to a video game I ever experienced in my life. Now, everyone claims this game is good, and I told everyone I watched my wife play the first one. I didn't think the first one was good. I don't think the second one will resonate. That's why I'm skipping it. And I kept telling people for 3 months, I don't want to play it. People rallied. You gotta play it for the viewer's choice. Do it. I spent the money. I bought the game. Okay? I gave it an honest shot, giving my honest opinions, telling you why I feel that way while I played it. All right? By the end of the 2 hours, we were still just in the intro segment, in some woman's hut, gathering chamomile and other herbs off the ground. We were butt naked. This was the game. And I said to everyone, guys, maybe you like this game because someone told you what it is. Someone told you that if you keep playing, you get to a good part. Guys, I played for 2 hours during the marathon. What do you want me to do? It's boring as dirt. Okay? And I'm not kidding you. It was a combination of trolls and people who are ultra fanboys of this game rallying to tell me how wrong I was. I'm an awful person, an awful gamer. And you know what? I fucking had enough of this shit. Okay? If you are so offended that someone out there doesn't like a game that you like, okay? I'm sorry to say you're immature. Because the thing is, I like games and I don't like games, right? And I tell you my opinions. And you know I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm very honest about I tell you these things. These days, I'm not going to get offended if you tell me that you actually like something I don't like. And vice versa. Like, I hated Assassin's Creed Shadows. I played it for 9 hours. I said, I can't play this anymore. I'm dropping it. And people would come to my streams and be like, no, I like it. I'm going to keep playing it. I'm like, okay, fine. Whatever floats your boat. You know, you could literally watch me playing this game for 2 hours today. I was getting bored. I was yawning. Too many cutscenes, too slow pace, nothing going on, no gameplay. Where is the game in this game? It's not letting me play it. Very frustrating, okay? So, you can be the judge for yourself, but ultimately, I think that was a huge fail. I should have only played it an hour, but then people would have complained you didn't give it enough time. So I literally gave it over 2 hours on the stream, and people were still upset. So you know what that tells me? Only if I kissed this game's butt and said that I loved it, would people who are fans of this game have been appeased. It's one of these games that, like, there's such a rabid, adamant fan base who love it, and they're so stupidly biased that they can't take an opposite opinion and say, oh, wait, someone might actually not like this game. Well, guess what? I don't like this game. I told you up front, I didn't like the first one. I probably wasn't going to like the second. awful intro, didn't fit the format of the marathon. Don't know why people nominated it. Played it for over 2 hours, gave it a chance. Awful waste of everybody's time, including mine. What do you want me to do? Lie? Say I loved it? Kiss your butts? Sorry, it's not a good game in my opinion. It sucked ass. Like, what do you want me to do? So, listen. I'm sorry, because so many people were so offended during the stream. I don't know what else to do. I'm not going to be a fake. I'm not going to lie, but it actually pissed people off. And we had people who had previously really supported my streams and my previous marathons. Like, oh, I can't believe this. I'm not going to support this. Well, fuck you. You hear what I just said? Fuck you. You stupid, closed-minded, selfish, biased individuals who don't understand that not everyone has to like everything you like. And if that means you don't come back, tough shit. I'll still be here. I'll survive. But people were acting like entitled, brats, spoiled, rotten assholes on my stream today. Outright insulting me just because I didn't like the game. No one actually made a valid point of why I was wrong. They just said things like, oh, you're a horrible gamer, you're a horrible streamer. It was nothing legit, and it actually irked me the wrong way. If you can't tell, I'm talking about this a lot. It actually pissed me off. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm not going to change who I am. I've been a content creator now for almost 18 years. I'm not going to change who I am because people like a game and I don't, okay? So, after that debacle, we had some food. For those who don't know, because you probably didn't see it yet, it was a poke bowl and a spicy salmon flatbread, some Hawaiian food. It was pretty cool and unique. I hope you'll watch Feasting with the King on DSP Reacts. That's the one video from today I'm uploading to that channel. The next game that we played was American Trucking Simulator. We played it for about 45 minutes, and it was pretty fun. It's chill. It obviously doesn't have amazing graphics, but it seemed fun. I played the very basic version of it without all the nuances of actually starting the truck, and I was obviously hamming it up. I was paying attention to chat and drinking a White Claw and distracting myself purposefully to try to make it entertaining. People seemed to like that, and some people were even like, would you bring it back? And I'm like, you know, we messed around with it for 45 minutes. I don't know if this would really be a full 2-hour stream, but I consider it, okay? And then lastly, Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. We played that for about 90 minutes, okay? Great game. Loved it because I played this back on the GameCube back in the day. I always said that I wanted to play it again. It got remade for Switch a year or two ago. I didn't play it. We finally played it today. Great game. My only complaint, I wish it was 60 frames per second. I don't know why it runs at 30 frames on the Switch. That's ridiculous. They could have definitely made this run at 60. That's lazy. But outside of that, the game has great gameplay mechanics, great story. You know, it runs well. It's just a great game, outstanding. It's in the vein of Super Mario RPG and Paper Mario. It's kind of a hybrid. I love it, okay? So I had a great time with it. Guess what happened? Everyone could, oh, this game is boring. Bill's enjoying a game? Oh, terrible. Awful game. Why does Phil like this game? Why couldn't he have liked Kingdom Come Deliverance too? I'm not kidding you. These people stuck around to be sour grapes on my shit. Oh, the game we like, he doesn't like, but he likes a different game. Oh, we can't take it. What the hell is wrong with people? So, ultimately, here's the deal. This marathon, viewer's choice, right, was definitely derailed and spoiled by people who willingly tried to derail and spoil it. They knew that Lost Records wasn't going to work, so they nominated it and voted for it with trolling fucking, people off Discord servers and fake accounts. They knew Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 had an insanely long intro that doesn't even get to the main game, so they made sure that that would be part of the marathon. They even tried to get this shitty Class of '09 game, and luckily I didn't bite that bait. Imagine if I'd played that too. Like, this would have been one of the worst marathons I've ever done. Pahem. So, ultimately, this marathon was a derailed mess because of the availability of trolls, or the ability of trolls to influence it and change it for the worse. This is why when people say, why don't you do fan lobbies? Why don't you do things that have interactive control? This is why. Because every time that I present an opportunity for this interaction, the trolls derail it. That's what they do. They knew that the last several marathons that I did were very successful. They saw how well I did, making over $1,000 the past 2 marathons, and they said, let's fuck them this time. And that's exactly what they did. The next marathon will not have any influence whatsoever from these outside influences. We're going to talk about it on the podcast as legit audience to viewer, to creator, viewer to creator, and we're going to figure it out. And I already kind of know what I want to do. Maybe we'll think of something else but between now and the next one. But I feel like we should have done a different idea that we already had talked about. Would have done much better. But, you know, I'm stupid and I let people interact and influence my content. And it derails shit. So shame on me for being gullible, I guess, right? Anyway, what I would say is out of today's marathon, definitely I would consider American Trucker Simulator. And I would consider also Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door as future playthroughs. I don't think anyone gives 2 fucks about me playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The game just seems like this open world jarbled mess. Maybe if you use a guide, a bunch of fucking fanboys come together, they can figure out how the game is good. Sorry, I played over 2 hours. I wasn't impressed whatsoever. I thought that it was incredibly boring. And as for Counter-Strike 2, again, it's a game that I know I would like, but I don't know if it translates well to an audience, all right? I would definitely like everyone's feedback on it, and I mean it. I'm going to upload gameplay. I want you to leave comments on the gameplay and let me know what you think. And that doesn't mean to say, ooh, I like the game and you don't, so you're a loser. I want to hear why something's good or bad. I want to hear why you think it works for an audience or it doesn't. Why is this game worth my time, or why will it never work? I want to hear actual, influential, intelligent, constructive criticism. Not stupid, dumb shit from the mouths of idiots, okay? Which is sadly what I get bombarded with a lot these days. Oh. So, I'm just about to end this recording session. I'm going to upload a lot. I got the podcast. I got all this gameplay to upload. I got the Feasting with the King that I'm going to upload to DSP Reacts. I'm not going to put thumbnails on anything. I'm tired. It's already 10 p.m. I'm out of here, all right? How did we do? Well, we did hit $500 to support. Okay, that's great. 3 goals. So I did better than if I did a standard day. I did an extra goal. We're 3 goals into our next DSP tries it. I got to drink a bit. I had a couple White Claws. I had some shots. It was fun. Overall, like I told everyone at the end of the night, I had a good time. But I think moving forward for the rest of the year even, no more viewers' choice bullshit. No more chance for these idiots to try to influence stuff. Instead, we concretely think up good ideas during my streams, and we use those to run into great marathons. That's what's going to work. Not this nonsensical garbage of people trying to influence stuff and then steering it the wrong way. Not fanboys coming to yell at me about why I don't like a game, I'm a loser. Fuck all that nonsense. I'm so far past that crap. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy that I'm not in fanboy communities, that I have to be inundated with either loving or hating something. Same thing with South of Midnight, where it was a game that I legitimately was enjoying for the first session, and everyone shat on me for liking it. How dare you? Don't you know that the internet collectively hates South of Midnight? So why would you like it? Well, because I'm not a fucking robot that does what I'm told. I'm not programmed. I'm not a cog in a machine. I think for myself. Oh, well, everyone likes Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. How dare you not like it? Well, because I'm not a sheep. I have a brain. I think for myself. Sorry. If you come to my content, it's always going to be like that. I think tomorrow, when people come back to my streams, the people who know me, like me, and are okay with that, are going to be like, this is fine. Good to have you back. Let's have another awesome day. But then, you're going to have the idiots, the moron trolls, who are only here to try to steer me in one direction. There will be a hell of a lot of people on the kick streams. Again, the good old boys club. Oh, he didn't like it. Tough shit. All right? Tomorrow, it's going to be a normal day of streaming. Level 1 podcast. Flare Obscure Expedition 33, which I'm excited for. The game is absolutely outstanding, heading further into the main story. And late stream will be Minecraft Java, which I'm also excited for because we have mods installed, great graphical enhancements with the shaders. I'm going to try to get the controller working, which will make it even more chill, because that means that I can actually play it the way that I like to play it. So let's see how stuff goes tomorrow. Hopefully smoothly, and we have a cool streaming day. All right? All right, guys, I got a lot of uploading to do, but I got to rest my voice. As you can see, my voice has been hoarse all day, likely because the air conditioner has been pumping all day. All right, I'm out of here. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the gameplay content. Again, give me your thoughts and feedback, and I'll see y'all in the morning. Have a good night. Peace out. See you then.
Thank you, everyone, for watching, and I will see you on the next one.
Viewers laughing, can't stand still. DSP Zest brings a thrill.